What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Desert Long Range. Today we're going to be going over a neoprene sock cover made by Beartooth Products. Okay, so I got one on the 2020 Springfield Waypoint 65 PRC. I also got one on the Ruger Ranch American. This one's very necessary. It doesn't have a raised cheek weld on the sock and made it getting behind the rifle very difficult. I much prefer something like how this is, something a little more permanent, adjustability, that doesn't move. This is a Savage 17 HMR. This thing's a freaking beaut. All of these have threaded barrels. There's a reason for that. Stay tuned, but let's get into these. Let's see how I feel about these. Let's talk about them. Alright guys, so got the Christmas tree behind me. Let's get into the review. So first off, let's talk about why you might need a cheek riser. So you guys have a gun and you might get behind it and your head is floating around and you're looking for the crosshairs and that perfect sight picture, and you might have to float your head or use your chin, whatever the case. That's when you need to make sure that you have something comfortable or the right height back here. So you can do it, you can either change the height back here on the comb if you have an adjustable, or if you buy something like this, the neoprene sock cover, you could buy a scope that sits lower or higher. As you can see, I don't really have much room left on this big 54mm objective. So then you want to make sure that you're comfortable, because your neck starts hurting, your eyes get tired, you're getting a different picture, sight picture every time, you're inconsistent. So then you want to get something like this. They sell tons of these different designs all over the market. This one's made by Beartooth. They sell them in black or this color. I'm colorblind, so I don't really know what this color is. I'd just be guessing if I told you. And then they have these different wedges, foam wedges that you could put in. You can see they just come in all different sizes. Plus I got the different sizes that I need in here. So I went with these. If you want to get straight to the point, they are worth it. They're pretty inexpensive. They're less than 35 bucks. You can get them on Amazon, whatever. But they give you the solid cheek weld, the consistency. You go straight to your cheek and you're on target. You got a great sight picture. You can see the crosshairs, the reticle, the whole nine, right? That's what you want. That's what these are going to be good for. And that's going to increase your accuracy. You can't be shooting really off of a floating cheek where your rifle's out here and your eyeballs looking for the crosshairs, right? So, and that's what was kind of happening with the Ruger American, because the comb of the butt, whatever, just sits so low. So this one definitely had to have it. Or like I said, you could upgrade the scope or do something different with the scope, but that's way more expensive than this option. So I went with the cheaper option. So let's go over the pros and cons. Pros: cheek weld, increases accuracy, comfortability, saving time finding the sight picture. You're not head hunting. Comfort's also going to be huge. You're waiting to take a shot. You're at the range. You're prone. You're just able to rest your head right there and just have everything sit so nice and perfect. You're laying prone. You're in a weird position trying to get your eye right on the to go through the scope, whatever, and your neck starts hurting, or you're not being able to rest on the rifle. That's going to save you with these. Now the cons of this is that they move around. They're not permanently affixed to the rifle. They are attached by a pretty tight fitting sock. Now this one doesn't move around a lot because it's got a big stock that it has to fit around. This stock actually sits pretty high. And I plan on getting a different scope for this one. This scope is a heavy scope. It's 32 ounces, give or take, whatever the website says. But I want to get, it's a 54mm objective, so I want to get like a 50mm objective or somewhere similar to that. and get it to drop a little bit down. That way I could take this off, because the con, it takes away from the rifle stock. This is a nice, you know, custom carbon fiber stock with a little paint job on it, and I'd rather have that than this covering it. And so also, two purposes, like I do want a different scope on this because this is a lightweight build and this is not a designated lightweight scope, and I'd want to get a designated lightweight scope. If you have any ideas, please drop them in the comments below. I'm looking at the Razor HD LHT. I think that's a good scope. I know Leopold makes some options as well, but this, all right, second con. First one, beauty. Second one, functionality. This stock is smaller. This is a Ruger American. It's smaller stock. It doesn't have as tight of a fit. Because it doesn't have a tight of a fit, it moves around. Like with this little effort, I just moved it to the other side, you know. So every time you put your cheek up on this, every time it just moves that little bit. You throw it in the rifle case, you put it in the car, the vehicle, you put it in the gun safe, your kid gets it, your the wife shoots it, whatever. This, it just moves around. So you don't get that dedicated cheek weld every single time. You have to keep adjusting it. For the now, I make it work because it's cheaper. Let's go into my final thoughts on this. Okay, so it does the job, but it's not best for the job. Something that's best for the job would be like how this gun has a built-in adjustable cheek riser. Now this thing won't move. If I adjust it up, it stays there. Adjust it down, it stays there. It's built in. The ergonomics are all perfectly matched for this rifle from the factory. So all you have to do is adjust it up and down to create that comfort and give you the consistency and accuracy and get you the fast sight picture. So it's not as good as that. It won't be as good as that. Even on this one that's super tight on the stock, it's still not going to be on that level. So I would give it a B-. I think that's fair. Let me know if you guys agree with that. And also, to make this video more interesting, if I get 1,000 likes on this video, I'll go ahead and buy an adjustable stock for the Ruger American. Now this is one of my Coyote guns. Maybe it might be a cruise deer gun, but I will buy an adjustable stock for this rifle. It's already a cheap stock, so I think this rifle would do really good with adjustable chassis style stock. So if I get 1,000 likes, 1,000 likes, I will upgrade this stock. Help me get there, you know. So make sure you guys subscribe too to the channel, because I'm gonna be doing reviews on all three of these rifles, and I'm gonna be putting them on the channel. And I'm gonna be keeping an Excel spreadsheet to see which one of these is the most accurate. And then I'll be keeping track of if there's a certain caliber that's also more accurate. I also got a Browning and a Remington 700, and a Thompson Center, and another Bergara, that's a carbon fiber barrel. All those coming soon. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Peace out.